Hey guys, welcome back to another week of vows in Live Like It Matters and Love Like Crazy. We are in vow number 3. Vow number 3 is I vow to live with honesty and to be loyal in everything I do. And when I went through this chapter the first time that I wrote the book and was trying to figure out how to write the chapter, I was basing it off of what I was going through in my life at that time. Writing this book was for my sister. I wrote this book for my sister because of my sister, to keep her memory alive. I had no idea when I was writing the book in 2014 that and into 2015 that she would pass away in 2016. I had no idea that that was going to take place, obviously. And so this chapter and all of the chapters really did play a huge part in my life after she passed away, because they meant so much more to me than what was intended. I intended to write a book to challenge myself and to put it out there to challenge other people to follow these vows and to live your life a certain way and to love like crazy and all of the things that come in the book. And didn't have any idea writing this book what an instrument it would be for me in my life and the challenges, the trials and the challenges that I've been through. And obviously did not expect my sister to pass away after writing this book. So I just want to go through a little bit of the vow this morning. I hope you can join me for a few moments, and we're going to dive right in. So honesty is the quality of being fair and truthful. Do you feel like you're an honest person? Do you feel like you are fair and true in your life? What does your character show? And do you wear a mask? And in this chapter, I'm not going to read the whole chapter, obviously. I just wanted to go through a few things. Do you hiding yourself from being honest and being loyal seems like, am I an honest person? Am I a loyal person? It seems like an easy vow, or it seems like an easy thing. Yeah, I'm honest. Yes, I'm true. And, I tell the truth and everything like that. But when you're behind closed doors and you're by yourself and you look in the mirror, are you honest? We all have faults. We all have failures. Nobody's perfect. Instagram, Facebook, social media, it can all put out there is that you are living the dream, and nobody's living the dream. And we all have our good days and our bad days. And so where are you at in your life? Are you honest? And are you loyal in everything that you do? We're not going to be perfect. So there's days that we're going to mess up. But in my book, I put loyalty is having or showing complete and constant support for someone or something. And so I think that that's really important and a key thing to hold on to, because what are you showing your family and your friends and your enemies? What are you showing people of the world if you're not loyal, if you're not consistent in your faith values and in your belief system and in who you are, staying true to that? And that was one of the reasons why I wrote the chapter, is because I wanted to ask myself, am I being honest with who I am? We change as I'm a mom of 3, and life changes, marriage changes, and work changes. And so through all of that, making sure that I find my honesty and my truth, or the truth in who I am. And, life isn't easy. And so we need to make sure that we are looking out for ourselves and making sure that we are being loyal to friends and family out there. A part of the book that I put out there was the story of Job. If you haven't read it, it's in Job 1:3 is the start of it. And it's a story about a man that had everything handed to him, or not handed to him, but everything that he worked for and everything that he had. He had land and animals and money and children and a great wife and just a great life. And everything was taken from him. And basically Satan was putting in his way, saying, hey, if you take everything from him, he will curse you and he will go against you. And the moral of the story is Job was faithful to God and through all of his trials, and stayed, even lost his wife out of it because she didn't believe that what he was doing was right. She just basically said, curse God, he's taken everything from you. And everything that we have in this world doesn't belong to us anyway. It's not ours, and we don't get to take it with us when we die. So the challenges of life are going to really come at us. and where are we loyal in it, and where's our honesty in it. So part of the book I wrote something really important, so I'm going to read it to you. Live each day because it counts. Why is it when things are good, we're happy, but when things go wrong, and they do, we find reasons to be angry and turn away from God or question him on why me, God? Instead, we should not ask why, but what? What is God doing in my life? Job believed in God and that his faith would see him through the difficult trials. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I did not have any idea what my thought process or intentions were going to be when I wrote the vows. I literally took these vows, wrote them on a piece of paper and said, what do they mean to me? So I obviously needed to figure out the meat of it and what was behind everything of these vows. And again, I didn't know my sister was going to pass away. She was the reason why I wrote the book. She inspired me every single day of my life to try to just be a better person and to see beyond, and just to be real. And it's really hard to do every day, right? Like just to be transparent and real and take the mask off and say, I'm a sinner. I mess up. I have my good days and I have my bad days. And I went through, I've gone through different trials in my life. I went through trials when I was a kid. I went through trials after I graduated from high school and my parents got divorced. I went through, marriage trials, which are like normal, like you trying to get to know your spouse, and then you have children, and then you go through children trials and everything like that. But the storms of your life can be small or they can be big. And right now I'm in a big storm, and I never expected it, never. And I don't think that we ever really expect the storms to come. And when they do, we don't really know how to hold on sometimes. But what God is saying is, instead of asking, why me? Why am I going through this? I don't know why I'm going through this, but I do know that it's changing me. It's shaping me. It's changing my character. It's changing my thought process of life. It's helping me to be more vulnerable and to put myself out there even more. I've said this a million times. I don't care how many people watch this. I don't care how many views I get on Facebook or Instagram. I just want to wake up each day. And as long as I can wake up and keep trying and keep improving, that's all I care about. And that's where this vow comes in. Again, I vow to live with honesty and be loyal in everything that I do. And that's the vow for today. And I challenge you to ask yourself, where do I need to change in my thought process of life? Where do I need to be more honest with myself, or with my in my marriage, or with my kids, or at my workplace, or just anywhere? And also, where do I need to be loyal? Because friends are counting on you. You're counting on them. And not only that, but the world is counting on you. The world needs to see loyal, honest people. And the last part of this chapter, it says, it is a choice, and it's your choice. Choosing to live honestly and loyal will definitely help you live more peaceful and in touch with the reality of life. So this is vow number 3. I vow to live with honesty and be loyal in everything that I do. And just take on the day, and God bless.